Go right in. Okay, go right in. Ugh. Okay.
Okay, we do it live.
Do it live. Hi, I am DandelionFunky, and this is my friend Beartron, and we are streaming Guild Wars 2. You know,
And I have
ensuring
mail.
that he was busy, as Sim was saying, lighting the correct incenses, chanting the prayers of appeasement, ensuring the
Okay,
machine
but
spirit is
legit,
calmed.
like it was legit, like you know the video Shubadi Doop. Ba 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 ba. It was literally like that, trying to get Discord to work. Okay,
Yeah,
and in the end, it still didn't work. I had to use the other client, so like it's still not doing what it's supposed to.
You know, what would quantify, like, for, like, a gamer PC, what would actually be, like, the sacred rites of, like, the correct incense, I feel like for, like, the, like, baptismal purposes of your PC, like, you take a little bit of monster and then just, like, sprinkle, like, you know, a little body of Kyle, it feels really blasphemous, actually.
Just a little bit.
Or like maybe like some dragon's blood you know what? Rather than having like fancy insects sticks.
Gotta make sure you say that one correctly. Say it wrong, you go on a list.
The incest sticks. You gotta light the. What would an incest stick be?
All right, where
you rub the children together till it makes a
thing.
spark. Why did I have to make them children? This is bad. It's going bad. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Little Timmy's gonna learn new things. Hi. I hate that and more layers as I use the old man penis voice. Hi. It's the return of old man penis. Hi. Did you miss me, chat? Hi. What a lovely day to be a penis. Anyway, we're still...
This is what I hear when I'm recovering from like coughing out my lung over here.
What? Old man penis. But anyway, before I accidentally said the word incest, an incense stick, I think that doesn't feel very like hashtag gamer. I think that like the closest thing we got would be like 2 lit doobies just like sitting in a glass bowl on top of the console, just like loosely burning. Or like that feels, you know what, bongs exist, so like, yeah, that's part of the sacred. Yeah, this is why you're having problems. You didn't breathe that fat roach today, Beartron. You didn't do weed, that's the problem. Alright, I'm gonna
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I mean, it's legal here. Alright, I'm gonna talk to this. I've already briefed you about spectral aid. What else can I help you with? I don't remember.
The Mersat's ability to phase between our world and the mists allows them to tap into magics unobtainable in the mortal realm.
I forgot.
Why am I dying?
Pinnacle of this ability.
Oh, I remember the
we
conversation.
think we found a way to harness a form of it for our own use. You see, unlike a Mersat or their constant,
I looked over for a split second and my character is just flat on the ground.
But while close to death,
it happens to the best of us.
You've already got one foot in the mists. At death's door, as they say.
I had...
Using remnants
I guess
of
we
jade
don't need anything from
constructs,
her then.
I fashioned a signet that allows you to cast spectral agony when you're near death. But I'll warn you, the longer you tap into this power, the more it will pull you into the next world.
Hello,
You're just, like,
what a
right
lovely
up-
cup of tea.
It kind of looks like he's sitting in your lap. At your own personal twink.
Kind of does.
You just like your face is like right by his ears.
It's the hand position that makes it so bad.
Where is your hand?
Look on mine, you'll see.
Okay, well, the thing is that like I don't understand, but like every time I try to like open up Twitch and like look at yours, my stream shits the bed. I'm
I
afraid.
am gonna send you a screenshot because this is hilarious.
All right.
No, I do not want to log out.
It kind of, I can't zoom super far in this thing. Like, is your hand just like straight up on his crotch?
Yep. Like
Oh.
it is. No, that is not the. Okay. He's being so finicky right now.
Oh, it's
just
like
take
on
me a
his hip.
screenshot.
It's on his hip, right? Like on his hip,
Like,
and, like kind of through his ass.
Yeah.
Right?
Like from the one position, it does look like he's sitting. That's funny.
He's getting. You're helping his morale. It's just helping out with morale on duty. A little
Morale,
fist,
or is it morale?
morale. It's just a little fisting to little fisting to help the day go by. All right.
I've trained to use this signet of yours, and I'm ready for a demonstration.
Ah, excellent. To demonstrate this, I'm going to need to
All right,
hit
so it still has a blue thing, or
Brace
it has
yourself.
like a mastery point thingy over top of her.
The longer you channel energy through the
What am I
signet,
supposed to do?
the wider your range, but the more damage you'll endure. Channel it until you've enveloped the dummies, and then release.
Am I supposed to be using spectral aid?
I don't know.
I need help!
Splendid. Now we're fighting fire with fire. If you ever have any other questions, be sure to see me.
Ah, okay. Spectral aid. What about special aids? I mean, spectral aids. Like, how do I unlock spectral aids? What ghost do I have to fuck?
That's why he shot me with the cannon. Okay. It's supposed to happen.
Does the cannon...
I have to keep doing it?
No, I think he was just teaching you. Come on, let's go get... We gotta go get aids. We have to be aid. He gave us aids, and now we get to help other people.
Well, I can't channel it now because I just used it. Did it give you a mastery point?
I don't know.
Oh, well, you would already have it because you've already done this.
Maybe.
Probably.
Or maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, as you said,
I don't know what he
spectral
wants.
aid is an ability while down. You have to go. You have to.
Yeah. Yeah, so the cannon knocked me down, and then I used it and got back up. And he did the dialogue thing for like, oh, good job, whatever.
I have no memory of whether.
He still has the signal thing over his head. Give me the points. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll have to look
But
that one up.
it's there for you, FYI, but you have it. Okay. We got knocked down, but we get up again. Ain't nothing gonna get us down.
Fair enough.
Get
I was zoomed
knocked
way
down.
too far in.
Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna get this interest
Top
point
of here.
right here. Or I'm not because it's below. All right, so we've got several like little interest points here, or green circles, excuse me. The closest one I think is across the way. It's currently got an event going on. I think you can get there across this bridge. It's nice.
So.
Right, mounts. So, question. How many times do I forget about mounts on, like, the day? Like, do I forget, like, once a stream? Right, do I need to go in the shame corner?
I've never kept track, so I don't really know.
I think I do, like, every...
Then you know how
once a time, where I think it's partially because I played this game like so long without it. Murder.
You started the game before it was a thing.
Yeah, I started it, and then like when the Revenant came out and stuff, when I finally got around to like replaying the game as like a Revenant, the mounts were already unlocked. The mounts were already available at that point. But I wanted, I was curious. I wanted to play the game how someone who played it at that launch of that particular story played it.
Makes sense.
I've been told that was being masochistic to myself.
That is too much work for me. I don't think I could do it. Okay, so I do have the agony thing. Yeah, I just used it.
Trying to cannon. There's a
Attack my target!
Yeah, I can tell that we're in one. It's definitely
It's definitely more intense over in this area.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. My brain is like, my brain feels like half empty, but I'll do my best, guys. My brain has slightly less in it than it usually does. Yeah, yes it was masochistic. I feel like both Ore and Heart of Thorns are horrendous if you don't have mounts. But then again,
Yeah,
I've said that
that's
before.
my thoughts on it too.
I've said that before. Long-running listeners who have listened to us from the beginning of like streams, like you've heard me say this before.
Treasure.
So, what's the purple crystal up here? I guess there's like a jade crystal.
Crystal. Yeah. Yeah.
Said what? Oh, that I mentioned that like ore is awful when you don't have mounts, and Heart of Thorn in general. Ore is awful, but it is like even more. It's even more awful when you don't have mounts, especially when mounts are the standard, because like a big part of Ore is like things that grab you and things that hinder you. And so not only are you being like just like yanked off to different enemies to have a fight with. But then also, like, when everyone else has mounts, there's a lot less people helping you, the one who's not using mounts. So it was just like a bunch of, like, having to basically fight my way tooth and nail. And on top of it, I was doing that, like, by myself, because when I know the social rules, it's easy for me to just, like, be very extroverted. But the thing is I don't know the social rules of, like, a lot of online spaces, because I wanted to do right by my mom and my dad, who didn't want me to be, talking with strangers on the internet. So when I was growing up, I played MMOs with my local friends and my, like, family members. So I would literally call my friends up on the phone and ask them if they wanted to play a game. And then they'd log in. We used to use Xfire to talk on voice.
Oh, that one is so... I remember that one. That was such a long time ago.
Yeah, Xfire sucked. And we just, like... Why, like, I think part of it was that, like, we were kids and we didn't know any better. We didn't know that life was supposed to be better than this, like, janky thing that, like, crashed all the time. Right? Because, like, what was Xfire even, like, was Xfire, like, was it just advertised as, like, gaming social media or gaming instant messenger and then not able to handle it? Or what?
I think that was the idea, but I think that's also when voice chat first took off. And a lot of it back then was terrible.
Yeah. There was a time where I had MSN, and then there was a time where I had, like, Yahoo Instant Messenger was the one that I used a lot. So I actually, I still have, like, ironically, like, I still use my Yahoo mail, but, like, for whatever reason, I just have never added any new addresses into the thing. I just... Because most of the time, the emails that I'm getting are just spam or, like, subscriptions to things. I don't know... Oh, there's a mastery point out this way. Them was trying to show us the way.
Oh, mastery point.
Yeah. Mastery.
I do not know the way.
Oh yeah, did you see that instant message that I sent you?
Yeah.
I was hypothesizing, are you gonna get the roller beetle?
I might.
For that.
No, I didn't look at it yet because I wanted to do it on stream.
Oh, okay. Look at it. You got it.
So this is, you're talking about the beetle, yeah, the roller panda?
Yeah.
Back here, so I can preview. Huh. It's cute.
I was expecting a little bit more, but, like, I think honestly, it looks strange to me. There's a roundness to it that gives it more of a hamster than a bear. Right?
So it's the arms, and it's because if you look at the arms, they literally just tried to sketch the skin they stretched the skin for this thing over top of the beetle. That's why it's got like a crooked sidearm thing going on.
Yeah, it's got a condition.
It's a hunchback panda is what it is. That's got some bad scoliosis.
It's the short bus bear. Oh, that wasn't... Okay. The silence is making me think, yeah, no, that was out of pocket. Sorry. Or did you not?
That was out of pocket, but
I was just thinking, like, he looked. Never mind. I was just like, he looks so happy. Oh. Sorry. Okay, where is?
the cute panda.
He is cute. He doesn't really look like a panda, though. He more channels hamster.
I might get him.
He more channels hamster, you know?
Yeah, I feel like there's not going to be any, like, quote-unquote good skins for the roller beetle, though, because you have to, like, bend it to that
The bug.
positioning, which is always just off-kilter because that's how the beetle stands.
I feel like the only one that really works, if it's not that kind of beetle, is
Cool.
the armadillo. And that's because armadillos are already known to do that. Like to curl up in a ball. There's not a huge variety of things that do that. Right. By reaching this point in Lake Doric, you've demonstrated your mastery. Commune with this place of power. I don't get opportunities to, like, that many opportunities to read British, so I might read my mastery point shit as being British. All right, let's head down.
I am mighty.
They have a lot of cool skiffs in here right now. They have the dreadnought. That's 16. Yeah, but it looks cool.
A dreadnought
mouth
is
cannon.
what happens when the condom breaks. Dreadnought. Or when the banjo breaks, that's a dreadnought. The banjo string.
Oh yeah. Well, really, most of those stringed instruments, though, like if you've ever had to deal with that stuff, it's expensive. Like good instruments in general are expensive.
I was referencing the part on the penis that's called the banjo string.
I don't even know. That's bad. I don't even know what part that is.
Why do I know this and you don't? Actually, I don't know, actually, because I can't tell you, but I know that there is, like, a slang term for, like, a part of lip that's called the banjo string. And it's like I think it's like a piece of cartilage or muscle that is, like, goes up from the balls to the shaft. Like, part of it. Come on, let me come on this journey with me. Let me hop to a safe place, and then I'll show you the. I'm not gonna show you a penis.
I don't know. Now it's like one of those things where I'm not gonna like read it, but I'm sure it's on Urban Dictionary if it's a thing. Yeah, I've never heard that one.
No, you don't need to show me. Well, I'm not gonna show you. Oh. Frenulum tear. Okay. That's what it, yeah. The
Good looks.
penile frenulum. Sounds like a sci-fi. His name is penile frenulum. Oh, it's the tiny bit of skin that attaches the foreskin to the shaft. Yeah. Okay. Common sex injury for people is snapping the banjo string, which is slang
yeah, I got
for
it now.
tearing or breaking the penile frenulum, a little band of tissue that attaches the foreskin to the shaft of. Yay! Hi, my name's penile frenulum. Do you like my hat? I put it on myself today. Then it's just like, oh no, the wind! The wind is coming! Ah! Mother of God! There's blood everywhere! Anyway.
Help, we're both scared.
That reminds me of like that. It's like, why do I subject myself to this abuse? Well, at least it's not your frenulum. And well, I don't know. But like this is kind of reminding me of like that. Do you remember that one video where it was just like that one going, my anus is bleeding. My anus. Remember that?
It's really bad when I have to say which one.
It was like a little cloud man, and he just had gushers. Like it was just like he drowns in a pool of his own ass blood. It's in the same compilation as the guy who's like, my spoon is too big. My spoon is too big. You know that one? I'm like that. I am a banana. Right? Like it was this collection of like stick figure shorts. Right? We have gotten like off track. We are all in vastly different locations.
I'm trying to figure out how to like climb the sailboat thing, and I think I figured it out.
I think I know what's
But
wrong
I still don't
here
like
in this village
Nope,
with all
can't
this
climb it.
fire. I know what happened. Someone broke their frenulum.
The Shadow Realm.
That's what happens when you break the frenulum. Your
I
house
would
burns
rather
down.
go to the I would rather go to the Shadow Realm.
Than break your frenulum. It's your friend. Call it your frenulum. You know what? Right.
I am mighty.
Yeah, I'm sure you are mighty. Saying, I am mighty! While you're literally ablaze. This.
That Vista was cool. Nice is not
Put out.
unlocked.
You can put out fires. I got a bucket of cum.
Okay, those are done.
Perfect. I got a bucket of cum. I got a bucket of cum. Evan would be proud.
Yay!
One more glidey one.
Just a little gooning on the daily.
Is this gonna be like part of my repertoire of just like I have a character that is an old man penis?
Hi, guys. Hi. What a lovely day to goon.
This person is beating me to the punch. I need to be also gooning. This person's gooning too fast. They're like following me right behind, and they're beating me to the fire. They're gooning before I can. Like some of us can't goon that fast. Like you have to have sympathy. You know?
Not the Goon Festival.
Yeah, there's a goon contest. Wait, is there no more places to goon?
My goodness.
That would be amazing if someone was able to like nut and then put out a small fire. You know?
That would be a lot.
Yeah. Like, what would that need? Yeah, except be a pint. maybe?
Gallons.
Necessary? Well, I mean a small fire, not like a bonfire. Like a modest fire, maybe the size of like a fist, maybe a fist or two. Oh, I shouldn't. Yeah. Like a small fire. Might need a pint.
It's too
of,
late.
It might maybe like a pint of goon. Like cubic pint. Oof.
How do we get up there, though? Yeah, I see the mastery point. It's just a matter of how do we... Gotta be way up.
Alright. Was Beartron the one that got to know about the mastery point because I was too busy, like...
Was I too busy gooning? Was I too busy gooning, Chad?
Wait, where are you going? Can't just.
Why,
Oh,
though?
damn it.
What, why goon?
Also... I mean, why not? But...
Were you questioning my desire to goon? Never underestimate the gooning of Old Man Penis. Yay! Hi! I'm Old Man Penis.
So, once again, I'm role-playing as an old man penis. Maybe it's just the old... Like, maybe it's not the old man, it's just his penis. Kind of slithering around, like in that... Oh, what was that one game? Do you remember that game that went viral because you're slithering around as like a... Literally just a cock, balls, and butthole? What was that game called? Remember?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like an indie game.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. And then it has like a single player mode where you're just a depressed office worker and I think you get a promotion by accidentally testing a vibrator because the box comes open and so do you.
What?
You're like a package deliverer or whatever, like a package sorter, and the box comes open, and then like the vibrator, the dildo flies out and it goes up your butt. And you
Zip.
get, yeah, you I think you get a promote. That's like one of the beginning things is you get a promotion. Yeah, we're a little disjointed here.
Now,
that's
surely I
partially-
can cheese this part too.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm at a vista
Hmm.
by one of the objectives. Where are you?
I'm at Lakeside Bazaar.
Attack my target!
Tasteful Side Bazaar.
Show them the price of turning on their own people.
Help. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might need help with that one.
Alright. Nothing like a little... Oh.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, it's not playing.
Yeah, no. It's, I dare say it is wrecking my shit.
That feels better.
Yeah, there's just like so many of these guys everywhere. But it's very quick to just have them just
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
like stabs your head. Almost got it. Oh!
We got him.
I almost died. How many times did you almost die?
Too many.
Yeah.
Stay calm. Stay alert.
And I just filled up my inventory again. Alright, some of this stuff's just gotta go.
So, does the panda's arms detract from the overall? Yeah. Sim wants to know how big your sack is.
They're all 20s. I mean, I have 100 spaces right now.
Yeah, why do you keep
am
on
a
getting your
cluttered
shit
mess.
full? Like, I don't... Are you remembering to, like, deposit all materials all the time?
Yes, it's not materials, it's like miscellaneous stuff because my bank's full.
Okay. Are you... Like, because, like, most of the loot stays in its own, like, gear bags. And the gear bags stack. Are you opening them as you go?
Am I not What do you mean?
Like,
Well, to get them out of
ident-
inventory, yeah, because I just shred the stuff that comes out of them.
Well, yeah, because, like, I don't even open them. I just shred the bag. Or if I'm gonna look at them individually, I wait until later. You get a guild hall and use that get bank as extra storage. Yeah, but our guild is pathetic, let's be honest.
I mean, we just need people is the problem, and like, we just have to figure out a time to do like a guild event.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would rather put all the extra stuff that I keep accumulating in there anyways that I don't really need.
I already deleted my extra dwarf thumb, so like I don't have it. It's like this is for the
you don't
best.
have
Like,
it
I don't
anymore?
have anything. But yeah, on my main character has the dwarf thumb for emotional, like sentimental significance. You know, as you do.
Why is this? Is Mysterious Seed even worth keeping? Because I was about to throw that out. I don't think I need it for
Mysterious
anything.
seed? I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta plant it somewhere. But
I mean, is not every seed mysterious in its own way? You know, you just, even the ones that you just let, like, the seed that one expels onto a sock, you can look upon it and go, you could have been a child. You could have been my child. But now you are my foots. What the shoot?
no, someone somewhere probably has monologued to a song.
Well, there was like a Russell Howard sketch. He's like, "You're mine. You're my son. You could have been a sock in a drawer." You know. I guess it was like a response to like Russell having depression and being suicidal. It's like, "You're here and you're brilliant. You could have been a sock in a drawer. I've fleshed tens and thousands of your brothers and sisters, but you're here." Whoops, wrong button. Wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. It's fine. Everything's fine. I accidentally clicked onto one of my other screens for a second, so for a moment you guys got full screen. But let me know when and we can get people to run the guild expedition. Okay. I hope we don't... I don't want to do the one where we're a chicken. Or... if we do the one where I'm a chicken, you guys have to not be upset that I'm bad at platformers. You're not allowed to be mad at me. I get to be... Well, I guess even if I am bad at platformers, I can still be the cock of the walk. Oh, guild expedition to get a guild hall. Okay. There's one, like, race where you're like a chicken.
Huh.
And you have to do the thing as a chicken.
But did we all get this thing over in town while we're here?
At the bazaar?
The Bazaar Epic, or whatever it is, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Beartron. I had a recital this weekend. And, you know, did okay. But I was watching the recording that my dad filmed. Was my tummy really out, visible to everybody for like half of the time I was up there? Or was it just the angle that my dad accidentally had since his camera was low?
I'm pretty sure it was just the angle he filmed it. Cause no.
Yeah, cause like my dad films, he propped the tripod on the seat, the front row, and just like had it sitting. So it was essentially like butt height. So I now know what it would look like if someone's ass could see. And apparently, that would have like a little bit of my tummy. So that's great. Love that for me.
I mean, that's that's
I
normal though. Like if you're not someone who's like super skinny, that's gonna happen.
Well, yeah,
Like
but
if you stick,
I don't want-
that's like if you stick a camera. I don't know, but like, yeah, because even like if I had a shirt that doesn't show my stomach, if you had a camera that's like really down low and it's anywhere close, then yeah, you probably could see.
Yeah, it's just I think I'm gonna talk to him about like having it at a different angle because like it's just not flattering. Like it's sin or Sarai. So this man, he is a sinner, but only for that person, for Sarai.
It's the commander. Come to complicate my day.
Why
even
only
further,
for
have you?
Sarai?
Logan asked me to
That's
check in
between
on the
him and
Seraph's
her, or
operations
him,
here.
it, whatever.
What's going on? I heard a
For
commotion
Sarai
around.
is his goat,
Oh, that
actually.
was nothing. Just
It is a
little
beautiful
Wait,
goat.
what?
raw,
Very nice asshole.
seething frustration I needed to let loose. I'll be fine. I've
You
been
need to
tapped
go.
as the civilian envoy for the
What the
Seraph
fuck?
supply line operations here. Keeping pace with them is challenging. But someone's got to
He's a
build a
very
crown for all
sexy
these
goat.
resources once the war's over. Every last item will be accounted for.
Very
That's a
patriotic
bit-
of you. Looks like things are
joke.
running smoothly around here, though.
The Seraph is a well-oiled machine when push comes to shove. They didn't waste a moment once the attack was sprung. The bazaar is probably the most secure location in Lake Doric. I doubt the White Mantle will have much luck seizing it. That's not to say there isn't lots of work to be done.
So
if
I
you wanna
guess
check
I
in.
have Harvest
As you may
Cascades
have
left
noticed, I
in
only have 2
Citrus
hands.
Haven.
Maybe later.
Somehow.
I'm on orders from Thackeray to recon the rest of Lake Doric before we plan our next move.
Very well. Tell the captain that his supply lines are well looked after.
He has a nice
watch your back
outfit
out
for a
there,
goat
Commander.
fucker. I like his pants. They kind of look like tearaway pants.
That sounds like such a like.
it's
What's the
per-
word?
It's his pants are perfect for like tearaway.
Yeah,
Well,
but it was like
maybe-
the backhanded compliment of it.
Oh, he's got a goat head on the wall or whatever. Yeah, you like them goats, don't you? And then yeah, he's got a pig. Well, thank you for banning this part of the resistance, Herbert. Is this for Sarai? Is this for Sarai? I know it's probably a dull yak, but you know what? Maybe you like them big. You like them chunky. Like them big. You like them chunky. I don't know whether, like, I think maybe I've just become desensitized to my jokes. Not that I'm not any less cursed than I used to be. I am a raccoon that has finally adjusted to her rabies. Anyway. I wish I wasn't becoming desensitized. It's okay. Where did you guys go? Go to Sandra's Dangerous Haven. Oh, who's excited for the new expansion? I am also really excited about Kathy Rain that's coming out in a couple of days. That's gonna be great.
There's a new expansion coming out? I didn't know they announced one.
Yeah, it seems like, yeah.
You're really picking up the pace with these then.
Yeah, it feels, yeah. I was kind of hoping that, like, maybe they'd start working on Guild Wars 3. You know?
I think that's their answer to will there be one soon is... I don't really think they're very keen on that, because it's really hard to get players to migrate to something brand new. That's the same reason, like, The Sims 4 is still a thing.
Wow, this dude loves
You know,
that tree.
they don't want to put money
Wow.
into it to do it.
He like died keen in 90%. Like, it's like if that the star of like that superstar, like the if she was a man, just balls deep into that tree.
Oh,
So
okay,
just
so they're
Hayden
making
seems
them
to
more
be holding
condensed.
itself
That
together.
makes sense.
We'll have to make sure this stays out of
I
White
thought
Mantle
I thought
control.
Janther was pretty huge though, like all things considered.
Where's Harvest Cascades?
I was gonna say, have you? I have not been that way either.
Only 3 maps. Question is its price still higher as the other ones? Because like if it's smaller, not sure I want to pay like same big. I followed you, and I.
Mantle are pillaging my ship. No way we can stay on schedule if they steal all the
And then I
cargo.
stopped for a
Stop them.
second.
Enemy of the world as mighty.
Ah. Not only am I pissing off the white man, but I'm also pissing off the black.
Fast as the wind.
This area is
I
huge.
don't know why I'm doing it. I should just leave. I can fend for his own ship. Today's a decent day. I ate pizza. The pizza place had like the... You ever had Tractor brand juice? They're good, but you can't buy them anywhere. Or if you can,
I don't think I have.
yeah, like the way that they sell it, they only sell it wholesale, where it's like the concentrate, so you have to add water to it, which doesn't sound like a big deal
A house?
until
All the way out here. At least it's well fortified.
So you realize the
Commander, are
very
you
specific
reading me?
mixture
Go ahead,
it
Tiny.
needs
well, yeah, and
is
it,
really hard to replicate.
All dragon battles, a steamy wing fist, a icy face jump, fight to the death. It's Jarmag versus Primordus.
Am I to infer...
The experiment was a success, and I'm having the heart of Omad's machine delivered to Rada Novus. With it, I should be able to see the eternal alchemy and manipulate the dragon's energies to pit them against one another. Spencer's research is continuing to pay dividends.
I haven't had the best track record guiding members of this guild, so I'll say this as a word of caution. Scarlet.
Okay, A,
What?
I'm not
A
a
mastery
dragon minion,
point?
no offense. And B, the lives we'll save are worth the risk, and I think you might agree with that.
I do, just be careful.
What could go wrong? You know what? It feels like I shouldn't say that. I bet a ton of stuff can go wrong. Bye!
what's so special about this house that they were like, yes, we need to spike this house? You know, when I zoom in, I know that it's like based on the heights of things, like it's gotta be like it's not at eyeball height. You guys are looking at what it's like to be my titties. Boing, boing, boing.
I have to counter it.
I think I'm stuck.
And I can think of is that one person who says like, he's like catcalling to somebody and says, "I like your hair. You look bouncy."
Well, what I was doing is I was in first person mode shaking the camera as I walked. That's why I was laughing. Also, I found there's like a back door and there's like stuff back here. I was distracted by pretending that... Yeah, there's a...
Did you get permission before you went in that back door?
No. Okay. So sounds like there's ghosts. That's fun. I think that like I don't have the we don't have the thing that lets us do the thing here yet. We don't have permission to enter Hole. But whatever it is, it has ghosts. There's ghosts in Hole. I'm afraid your hole is haunted.
It's spooky.
You know, I was talking with a friend today about ghosts. We were joking around. I was saying that I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts because statistically, the Earth is so infinitesimally old that from a statistical standpoint, every square inch of this planet has had someone or something die on it or in it. Therefore, if you were from a statistical standpoint, if you were gonna get haunted, it would have happened to you by now. And it would have happened to everyone. At least once. Therefore, I don't believe in ghosts.
Balthasar, strengthen you.
Okay, I'm gonna get this mastery point. What about you? Ghosts? No ghosts?
My view is complicated because I don't necessarily think that I don't think it's a common occurrence. I think it's a very, very rare kind of occurrence when you have a ghost.
I guess, like, I mostly just think that most instances of, like, paranormal sightings are just, like, demons trying to fuck with the people who don't have a resolute opinion. And that it's, like the thing of, like, seeing things or, like, whatever. And then, like, some of them are angels. It's just, you know. Like, the ones where people have, like, felt that they got their life saved by their dead Aunt Martha or whatever, versus like somebody thinking that they saw some sort of creepy thing walking around in the middle of the night that didn't have a head. You know what I mean? If it's meant to save, then it's an angel. You know, like if it edifies, it's an angel. If it leads astray, it's a demon. That's kind of my way of thinking about it. Where did you
Huh.
got?
And see, like, I guess my thoughts are that, like, the majority of, like, ghosts or spirits or whatever you want to call it are neither good or evil. They're just are kind of here. They're
Well,
stuck.
Well, I don't really think that
And,
things
like,
get
for
stuck.
whatever reason, that just can happen. But, like, typically it has to do with trauma if it's, like, a human spirit, I would think. But, like, because you hear various things, everything from, like, children trying to be playful to, like, something malicious to, like,
Well, I mean,
just
just
like a
because-
random orb that floats around in a room, supposedly. Like, they're not really. They're just kind of there.
I still think that like the act of just like existing can still bring people astray, because even then, by the fact that like experience happened, then that means that there are people who are going to believe in ghosts walking the earth rather than Christ. Like, you don't have to be like overtly evil to lead someone astray.
I mean, but I guess my idea though is like, if it's a ghost that's like, yes, you should worship me as a god, then yeah. But like, I don't know. Like, if someone sees like a visual abnormality, like let's say an orb that moved or something.
Well, I mean, an orb could be
Okay.
white, could be ball lightning.
Could be.
And I do kind of think that, like, when someone's freshly dead, I kind of wonder whether, like, a lot of times when people are dying, they see a family member come to life, like, shortly before they die. A lot of people do. It's like, I don't know. I trust in the Lord and lead not to my own understanding.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it becomes a very polarizing topic, and to me, it's just like, if it is, it is. If they're here, they're here. If they're not, they're not.
Yeah,
It doesn't really change how we live our day-to-day lives.
and to each their own, everybody. By talking about this, we're not trying to, like, convert you or anything. We're just kind of talking about, like, the way that we've had, the way that we feel about stuff. Like, I, of all the ones, I really hope reincarnation isn't a thing, from, like, personally. I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back. That's my thing. I just...
I don't know, because if I came back as a cow, it would be moo on your family.
But then it'd be dishonor on your cow.
But I am the cow.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Actually, if I was a cow, that's what it would be. It would be moo, bitch, get out the way.
But, like, the thing is that, like, I guess part of that is I have, like, a differing opinion about, like, what makes someone yourself. Like, what makes you you. So, like, I feel like I'm not really me if I'm not, like, a neurodivergent person with bipolar disorder. Like, how much of that in that belief set, like, I know that, so, like, I don't want to live a life where I am just a bipolar person that struggles with depression just, like, over and over again. That's not the life I want to live. Like, I've wanted to press the off switch, like, so many times in this life alone. I don't want to go. I don't want to do it again. No, thank you. Right, there is...
I hope I become a ghost to haunt my brother. That is a very specific one. Also, welcome in.
So, haunt brother in like a cursing him kind of way, or haunting him in a way of like while he's sleeping, like you give him wet willies and like maybe teabag him a little bit. Oh, so that is where he wakes up and your balls are in his mouth. Teabagging him. Just...
Torment him.
Sup, bro?
Back.
Wakey,
I'm
wakey.
tormenting you. If you've ever seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, it's funny.
I've seen some of the spy of a Spy X. Pick a Lego under each step he takes. Like, put invisible Legos on the toilet seat.
I already do not like this mountain.
I'm going the wrong way. Ow. What would be excellent, like, ways to haunt somebody? I feel like I've thought about, like, what a good curse would be. But that doesn't necessarily, like, you don't necessarily have the ability to, like, curse someone as a ghost. Because I think a good curse would be, may you always have to pee just a little. Like, you always feel like you have to pee just a little. Like the last dregs of pee you can never seem to get out. You know? Or like, oh, I had another one. Squeeze it.
See, you're being too nice because I'm over here like, you have to pee as soon as you get comfortable into the bed.
Well, no, have
Multiple times a night.
Have you ever had, like, feeling like you're just walking around with, like, a couple drops of pee in you? Like, with a smidgen of pee in you all the time?
Extra.
I guess, like, that may not be a symptom of a UTI for guys. Is it? Any of you in chat or whatever who have had a UTI, does it make you feel like you have to pee, like, just a little?
I don't think people are typically going to jump at the chance to self-disclose that.
Guys, tell me about your pee! Yay! Am I gonna have to Google it like when I Googled penile frenulum? I'm just kind of...
I think we're like way off course. We're supposed to go talk to Logan Thackeray.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to Logan and his bleeding nips. It's okay. He's in there somewhere.
If you look, if you turn the light off, or what is it? No.
Turn the light off. His nips
Look in the
glow.
mirror. You look in the mirror. You say bloody nipples 3 times. Turn the light off. Turn it back on, and there's Logan Thackeray. I'm like,
No, you have to. Wait, not just no. Well, that you have to do that, but you also have to sit on the sink and like press your feet against the mirror. The palms of your feet. Or what am I, a gorilla? Yeah, press the palms of your feet.
So, random like video that people can run across because they're shorts. It was a bunch of animals like when they have their hair versus when they're fully shaved. Do you know how ripped like gorillas and monkeys are?
Yeah, well, I mean, I noticed
Like,
that before.
it's terrifying.
'Cause it made me
It's like no wonder they can rip us apart if I wanted to because that's like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable. Adjacently, I'm so glad that in the new Donkey Kong game they're finally giving him pants. His ass has haunted me since I was a child. I don't like how he has a. He's always
Did
had
you
a-
not approve of the one where he's got the finger wagging and it says you may smack it, but only once.
Well, like when
and
I
it's
was
talking about his ass cheeks.
when I was in 5th grade playing like Double Dash, I didn't like how defined they made his booty.
All right, but like in all fairness, look what they did to Candy Kong and like Donkey Kong 64.
In the she
But-
she looks like that's the thing. I've heard like I grew up. I never really did the DK games because again platformers, but I was vaguely familiar with the Donkey Kong show because my psychiatrist in high school, or not high school, excuse me, my psychiatrist in middle school was a. Also, I'm heading over. I'm heading over to Bleeding Nips Thackeray. Now, they like at this at this place. Like the budget wasn't like there, but they were trying, and they like the staff was good. There was like a little one of those like VCR TV combo things, and there were 12 VHS tapes that you could choose from, and I never bothered with it because you know, I was 12 and I knew how to manage my own time. If I was gonna be bored, I'd bring like a book or something, plus all the. But one of them was like several episodes of that Donkey Kong show. So I actually like the way Candy looks in that show. It really surprised me when people were talking about how much they hated the way she looked in the show versus like Nintendo canon, because she just looks like a vague sex symbol rather than an actual person. But maybe that's exactly why, right?
That's refreshing.
I mean, that's very much how she's drawn in Donkey Kong 64.
Right, she's just...
That's also by the same people that make Conker's Bad Fur Day, though, so...
Right, she just
It's not
kinda,
surprising there.
She looks like big tits, big lips, blonde pigtails, right? And then a pink dress. Like, it's not... The show, right?
So, I'd have to go back to rewatch the show, because I haven't seen it in years.
This bridge does not follow OSHA. It has an OSHA violation. I fell.
Oh, that's gone now anyway. It doesn't exist.
I fell straight through.
Yeah, so OSHA, fucked. Just about every other safety regulatory agency, fucked.
Well,
Good times.
our government is just being liquidated before our very eyes.
Yep, and we still have fucking idiots that are cheering it on.
Alright. Logan, what you got for me? How were your nips, baby boo?
You're back and in one piece. I assume you have a report for us.
Indeed. The Seraph have the bazaar well secured, but the Mantle's making gains elsewhere in the region. Xadra's Haven is definitely a target.
My queen.
We should send some support that way.
I'll try to get a detachment out there as soon as possible. What else?
The White Mantle have taken an interest in New Loamhurst, as well as a heavily fortified house in the forest north of here.
If it's of interest to the enemy,
Oh, it's
it's
that
of
room with
interest
the
to
locked
us.
closet where
I
I let you
appreciate
guys
your efforts, Commander.
see what it's like
Thanks
to
to you,
be titties.
we're a little less blind in this battle. While you were scouting, we heard that the White Mantle have taken Fort Avenia, bolstering
Wait,
their
what?
eastern flank's defenses. Worse yet, there's some sort of magical storm forming over the
Hold on,
fort.
I'll tell you while...
We can't risk a
after
frontal
Logan.
assault. There's supposed to be a Shining Blade agent stationed in that area. One well-versed in the art of sabotage. I think the two of you could do a lot of damage together. Go track down the agent. See if you can do
I bet
something
the
about the White
agent
Mantle
is
who
that,
occupy that
that one
fort.
noble. I know that's very specific, but like... Oh, you know that one noble who kind of talks like this? has red hair. I think her name's Annalise. But yeah, so basically I realized that my first person view is not eye height, but it's like tit height. So in first person, I was walking around and like shaking the camera to give like, I don't know, some semblance of wee. Also, is this just a ghost? It's just a ghost that's right here.
You don't remember that song? I'm just a ghost.
Report any suspicious activity.
Oh, yeah, I guess that person's just incognito, I guess. Also, Gravedig, if you want to join the party, you can. Get in here. Like in the chat down here, whatever.
More the merrier.
Yeah.
It's a party.
Yeah. Alright, so we need to be... We have to go that way.
Probably back across the map.
Yeah, I think Lakeside Bazaar is
Yep.
closest.
It is. Now, didn't we get those scrolls for this? So we don't have to spend our monies?
Maybe, but I don't really care. Money, like, it's not a lot. It's like silvers? Like 20 silver? Wait.
20 silver?
Something. Yeah, it's like 1 silver to do stuff. Like you had no regrets or lingering nightmares. Ooh, a bunny. Did you know that on the set of the Teletubbies, since the Teletubbies in suits were like full-grown adults, to create a sense of scale, they had like really big-ass rabbits running around? That was the purpose of the rabbits in Teletubbies. Playing some TFT with a friend. What's Team Fortress 2 or a different game? What is TFT? Yeah, I'm at the waypoint.
Okay. I could have sworn... Did I lose track of this thing already?
Team fight tactics. Auto
No,
chess.
I did. It's right in front of my face.
I never liked chess. But I don't really like chess very much. I prefer like checkers or Othello. But like honestly, I like word games or creativity games the best. What about you guys? Favorite type of board game?
That's a tough one. I like Yahtzee, though, because it's just RNG.
Okay.
Like, there's a little bit of skill to it, but for the most part, it's completely random.
You know, I did have, like, one of those Yahtzee, you know those little, there used to be, like, these little things where they were, like, it almost looked like a Game Boy, except it was just, like, one game. Like a Game Boy Pocket, but just one game. And I had one as a kid, and it was for Yahtzee. Alright.
Yeah, the little... I know what you're talking about.
There they are, exemplar.
Damn jade constructs.
Yeah.
They hit like a stampeding centaur.
Careful now. What happened to you?
I was undercover inside Fort Avinia when those filthy cultists took it during the surprise attack. They caught me inside trying to free Seraph prisoners. Took a hit from one of those jade bows while I was trying to escape. Then this storm appeared. Might be from the bloodstone shards they're storing in there.
Logan sent me to help deal with the White Mantle in the fort. What can I do?
You can help me finish my mission. There's still a number of Seraph prisoners inside that need assistance. There's also plenty of opportunities for intel gathering and good old-fashioned sabotage, if you can avoid detection. I can cloak you in a powerful veil that will give you the appearance of a White Mantle soldier, but there are some limits. The guys won't hold up to close scrutiny,
So don't take any drastic action if any mantle are watching. Be careful inside. Especially around those jade constructs.
I will. Stay safe and out of sight. I'll return soon.
And there's more dialogue. I was working under... Oh, whoops, wrong. I was working undercover in Fort Avenia when the White Mantle lodged their attack and seized control of the outpost. Tried to disrupt their operations, but I was discovered. Barely made it out. Oh wait, this is just a summary. Were you able to complete your mission before you were discovered? Yeah. Unfortunately, no. Still lots to do inside. Battle plans to steal, and plenty of opportunities to sabotage. Before I was chased out, I spotted a couple of Seraph prisoners. Few more. Can I be of assistance? You want to help finish the job? I can cloak you in a veil that'll disguise you as one of the White Men. It won't last forever. I'll see right through if you act rashly. I.e., don't kill me. Ready? I'm ready. Suit me up.
Right, and now we must invade.
Am I white? I'm white!
So can I go through the barriers now? I can.
Yours looks cool.
Nice.
Oh wait, that's not you. Never mind.
That's not me. I'm halfway through this thing now.
Okay.
Oh, we're supposed to be stealing stuff while we're in here. This will be fun. So if I were important plans, where would I be? Oh. Okay, cool. I was not supposed to do that.
Oh, did you fuck up?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Big time.
But they can't be looking at you. Ah. Threat assessment. With spider sense? You know, never mind.
Leroy! And I'm
You
good.
know, if you look at the shadow step, I don't know what this says about me as a person. In the Rosarch ink blot sort of thing. But doesn't the shadow step hotkey kind of look like a penis? Can you see it?
I mean, I guess if I squint the right way.
Yeah. So like it's all the black part, and then the face is the head. I mean, it is in general. But. I made the food stinky. There's a lot going on. I haven't found any battle plans.
Wrong allies make for quicker victories.
We do make a good team, don't we?
Holy shit, that's... yeah.
Sure would be a shame if someone put this forge out. Sure would be a shame if someone put this forge out.
That feels like very funny. I need to, like, it should be a shame if I put the forge out. You know?
There we go. There's two things done. Yeah, now I'm being a little more sneaky about it. Food cache.
This one for now. Although, like, I feel like messing with the food cache is bad, like, for everybody. Like, because the prisoners are gonna get messed with as well, right?
Oh, well, I just poisoned it.
Yeah, that's
Too late.
well, yeah, I know. Like, I know that's what you're supposed to do, but it just feels like very short-sighted.
But we're freeing the prisoners.
I suppose that's true.
They don't need that.
We don't need it.
That again.
Quaggan's friends are in danger. Help Quaggan!
Where is the Quaggan so that I may leave it there?
Really?
Yes.
Poor Quaggan. What did Quaggan do?
It got up out of bed today.
You had the audacity to get out of bed and speak to me?
Yeah, just stay in bed next time.
It is kind of unfortunate that they became the like unofficial mascot. Not because I hate them per se, but just because like why? There's so many things that could be in the mascot.
The question is, did you hate them before I hated them? I feel like I'm like spreading the hatred.
Get in, we're going to hate Quaggans.
It's always hated them, yeah. Now I have to leave because I got outed. White Mantle's closet. Oop. Hey, could one of you jump off the bridge and revive me? Or should I just teleport? I am dying. I'll just teleport. Yes.
Oh, I can get out this time.
I'm below one of the bridges.
Where are you?
I went to go fly, and instead I die. I was low on health, and they just sniped me out of the air.
At least you rhymed.
Yeah. I want a Twinkie. After stream, I think I might go to the gas station and get one. Or technically two. They come in a pack. What do you think? What's your favorite, like... Trying to think of what the right
My
word
favorite,
is.
like, gas station food?
Well, that is another question, but I was meaning specifically... snack cake. Not your favorite candy or your favorite gas station food in general, but snack cake. So like any of the Little Debbie's, any of the like Tasty Cake or Hostess or whatever, out of all of them, out of all of the different snack cake, which one do you like best? Although that is like really
That is a bit more specific.
It's more specific, but it's also still really broad. I think... Because, like, I like Twinkies, and I like Nutty Buddies as well. Nutty Buddies are... That's what they're called, right? Nutty Buddies? They used to be called Nutty Bars, but they were forced to change it for copyright concerns. I used to... You know what I used to really like, but I never... I don't think they really make them anymore. Do you remember Suzy Q's?
Vaguely.
I used to love Suzy Q's. Suzy Q's are better than Ding Dongs, to be honest. Like, Ding Dongs are good though, too. I
Ding
might be getting into
dong.
that part of a stream where I'm like, I'm hungry. Leave me alone so I can ride.
They completely sniped me from right there.
Did you die?
No.
I gotta put on my outfit. Now I have the Chanel boots. Wait, let me see your armor. Right on. Here, let me see the Chanel boots. Are you wearing the Chanel boots? Yep. Are.
Yep.
I wonder if I have to find like new. Yeah, I think I still have to go like across the bridge.
Yeah, I think everything else is over here.
Yeah. I think this is where I need to do more sabotage. But there's food down here. Okay. No. Oh. Alright. I need more
There's
sabotage.
battle plans.
I've got like one more
You
sabotage.
got all the
I
battle
need to do.
plans.
Yeah, I've got the battle plans. I just need.
Ooh! Wagon's friends are in danger. Help, Wagon!
I hear the quaggin, but I don't see it.
It's good. I love that I literally just poisoned the food right in front of him. I was a hairbreadth away. All right, let's head out of here. Logan can stay. How are you still getting stuff?
I still have to get 3 more soldiers.
Oh, I know. Did you already get the one room where there was like one soldier on every floor?
Probably not.
Okay, it's like, it is right up here. This one. There's like one soldier in the corner of every floor. If they're still spawned for you, there should be one right here.
There's one right here.
And then there's one in the corner pretty much on every floor. If it's not despawned. The question is, since you're in my party, maybe it is. Oh, he's got red eyes.
I'm
He's
at 3 or 5.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a good question because nope, there's one here.
Okay.
4 or 5. And then I didn't get one on the middle floor yet.
Okay.
So that's good as the last one.
Woo! Very like, I
wonder why they put them like, yeah, one on every floor. Maybe to spread them out and keep them from like talking or planning. It just seems like if you've got so many, why make it so that no matter what room you're in, you have to stare at someone tied up? I feel like that'd be bad for the appetite.
Or maybe it helps them. You know?
I don't know. It might be, I was going to say, it might be their kink, and they're like, you know what? That's what I want to do.
I thought it was going to... Or, like, in-flight entertainment. That's the question, like...
You say as I'm gliding.
Like, well, I mean, like... Are there people... There are probably people who like to eat while they watch porn.
I learned from the best.
Right?
Maybe. I don't know.
But then again, that wouldn't leave the hands free.
The Seraph made it out, and the White
Okay,
Mantle are going to
I've
have a
seen enough gifs on the internet that
Those soldiers' families will be relieved.
food during still
Get back to
happens.
Captain Thackeray and report the good
Where there's
news.
like one
I'll
hand
stay
that's like,
and coordinate future raids.
You know... Squeaking the long hog.
Another begins.
and then the other hand is just like has like a bowl of popcorn, and you're like grabbing it and popping it in your mouth.
Lita,
I feel like there's only certain foods you could eat though that would work during that.
Like, what would be like? So like no like one hand holding a cheeseburger.
I feel like
Maybe. I mean, a burger's probably too messy.
Yeah, and I think part of it also, you have to pick things that will get the right, like, viscosity in your mouth. Right? So, like, because I think, like, popcorn is, like, too grainy. I mean, after you chew it, it makes this kind of sand in your mouth. And I feel like if you're jerking it, you're gonna be panting. So, like, it would be way too easy to accidentally have popcorn go down the wrong tube. Right? So, like, that's
I mean, that might help some people.
Huh?
I said that might help some people.
Oh, yeah, if they have a choking kink, they're, like, desperately wanting to choke on popcorn. You know, like, they're desperate hope. Like right at the critical point, they get popcorn dust down their throat and they choke. That helps them. I don't know why my brain, the first word, instead of finish, my brain, the word that popped into my head was confirm. So as soon as it helps them I'm going to confirm! I'm gonna confirm!
Unexpected item in bagging area.
Speaking of unexpected items, like, what is this? Agatha, calm down.
The cars are not to be taken lightly.
Especially the ones with grandma names, I suppose. Yeah, I think popcorn wouldn't be. You know what would be? Maybe like a good one? What do you think, hot dog? What about a hot dog? Because, I mean, it's kind of on topic. You've got a hog in one hand and a hog in the other. Hot dog. Perfect. Although, if you're not gay, if you're not interested in men, a hot dog might not be right. Right?
Probably not.
Mayhap a straight man might enjoy fish sticks. Adds to the ambiance.
Hey, random mastery point.
Look at this. So pretty.
Did I get distracted with murder and then, like, ooh, ancient? It's one of those things. Oh, it's like this. Ancient chest.
Villagers everywhere.
Yay. The ancient chest. You open it up. Why is this bra so old?
All right.
And now we gotta. I don't.
Got the recurring one.
Gotta head over to Doric's Landing. How Logan Bleedy Nips, we said hi.
Why don't I have that one done?
Have what?
Defeat 10 enemies while under enhancement. Did I not kill 10 things since I ate a pretzel?
When did you eat a pretzel?
We could use an extra pair of hands.
A while ago.
Rations to soldiers around.
But I know I've been killing things. That's why I'm confused. I thought that counted, but maybe it doesn't.
I don't know. Also, I forgot about food in this game, so when you said pretzel, there was a couple moments where I was thinking that you ate one in real life.
If I had, like, soft pretzels here in real life, I would absolutely warm one up and eat it. But we don't.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I was trying to bring you back.
But it, like, yeeted me. I'm going back to the waypoint since you guys are so close. I will be back.
To the Thackeray.
The scouts tell me the White Mantle leaders in Fort Avinia are in a scramble. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
I rescued some Seraph soldiers while I was inside.
Why do you say
They
it
may
that
have overheard
catty?
some intel
Yes,
while they were under
I can
guard.
get that.
We'll debrief them immediately. Good work, Commander. We're winning this war. We're almost ready to turn our attention to Caucasus. But before we act, we need to strengthen our hold on the region.
I like the sound of that. How can I help?
I need you on the front line supporting the Seraph's efforts. Do whatever you can to ensure our victory.
Understood. I'll do my part.
Return to me when the tide is turned. And take care of yourself out there.
Alright, see
Will
you in
do.
a year and a half.
See you soon, Logan.
Talk about the front lines of the war. Wars are not wrapped up quickly. Oh.
Welcome to Doric's Landing, Commander. We could really use the help getting the Seraph in shape for the fight against the White Men. Where can I find the rations to deliver the Seraph soldiers? Our ration specialist is stationed near the main entrance to Infinity's Reach. They'll have a pile ready for delivery. Once I found them, I'd bring the rations. There are Seraph deployed throughout Doric's Landing. If they're not sleeping or leading an operation, you can bet they'll be happy to take whatever rations you've got available. How do I discipline the Seraph militia? Despite everything, we find some Seraph here and there trying to sneak in some extra shut-eye. The rest of us work our tails off. If you see anybody slacking off, give them a rude awakening. That... Like, in a war, if someone's asleep, like, there's wartime and it's very clear. If someone's sleeping in the trenches, they're probably not being an asshole. Where can I find the scouts for intelligence reports? We have 3 scouts stationed throughout the piers. One in the watchtower to the north, one along the piers along the gate to Divinity's Reach, and another south of here overlooking New Wormhurst. Where do I find the beached ships? Most of the wreckage is localized just east of here. Ships stranded when the lake was drained by the White Mantle. Keep an eye out for goods scattered around the wrecks. If I find these goods, where should I bring them? We've got a ration specialist stationed to the north, just outside of the main gates to Divinity's Reach. You can drop the goods off. Thanks, Beartron.
Ration! I am rational!
Where did they go?
How's it going?
Well, these guys don't want it. I think you have to give it to a Seraph, like, outside of a certain space.
Did you need assistance?
That seems like a lot of work.
Yeah? I don't know.
Oh, it's part of this main heart quest, I guess. But yeah, it pretty much just says complete events, so I think whatever we do over here towards that counts.
Sim says to go over this way.
Come on, just another 5 minutes.
Just one more Om-Nom berry. Huh? What?
We got some hungry hippos over here.
Can a guy get some shut-eye around here?
Apparently they're not that hungry.
Wait, why are you running? I guess I need fresh ration? Because there was one and he just like ran off. Oh, okay.
Thanks, Commander.
There's really not hungry guys. Hungry man. Why, your box is bigger than mine.
You'll never block me like that.
Oh, there was a hungry
Try
one.
raising your
Fine.
shield just as I launch my attack.
Nobody runs off with my train in the ring, or not at all.
Oh yeah, I got something to do in the morning tomorrow, so I am gonna need to end the stream like a little early. So, probably need to end the stream at like midnight, if that's cool.
That means we got 40 minutes to party.
40 minutes. Hold Alt to show allied NPC names. Oh. Oh, I feel like I just like unlocked something. Like I became like that character in an isekai that just found out about their like
Commander.
stats. You know?
Or like they just learned. You know what I mean? Like in the.
Let me do this thing that clearly breaks the fourth wall.
You know what I mean? Like the isekais. A lot of them. Let's be honest. Most isekais are not very good. Because like instead of like,
Oh, I can access
what?
my skill
What's
menu.
happening? Right,
Where
I can be
What?
up now. You know, like
Yeah.
I feel like they, rather than becoming overpowered, I like the ones that are like someone just like experiencing a new, like going to an alternate dimension or like a parallel world. That's it. It's not about them being powerful or anything, but just reacting to the culture or just having to be in this other world that's different from your own. Where are the rats? I think I gotta get
Speaking
more
of isekais, the Harley Quinn isekai. I don't know how I feel about it.
I only know the song, the Go-Getters song, because Callie made like the end credits, and it was a banger. Because Callie tends to make those like really like she makes rap bangers, you know.
That's fair.
Thanks, Commander.
I was just closing my eyes, I swear.
Yeah, I'm going.
So sorry, Commander. It won't happen again.
Wouldn't want anyone getting hurt.
Yay! Finished the heart quest here, but it like barely nudged the Seraph army combat readiness. But
Yeah, that
like-
bar is moving slowly.
But yeah, one of my favorite my favorite manga is technically an isekai.
Cause like, yeah. There was a bunch of them over here. Like, cause the sleeping ones tend to turn into hungry ones right after.
Oh, he's full now. Well, fine.
Eat more. Cake. Yeah, I think events probably help more. It looks like there's like a thing over this way. Let's head over to this catapult.
I'm almost done with this hard quest.
Okay. I'll wait a second then before I go in. If it lets me.
Are any of these still hungry? No.
Ooh, crap. 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 Crap.
Grab.
Crap. Crap. Hermit. Crap. I'm gonna get up on the Vista.
Here's a hungry hippo. Alright.
Does Queen Jenna just have the entirety of Divinity's Reach fucking bubbled? We underestimate the Queen's power. We underestimate her toes. She's not just a queen, she's a boss queen. Hey.
This isn't even my final feat.
These aren't even my final toes.
Never underestimate the snaggle toe.
Never underestimate the power of a barefoot woman. What? Never. I love that the guy went, what? Never underestimate the power of Wiki feet.
You know, I was at a party once, and I mentioned the word Wiki feet, and unfortunately, I was the only one in the room who knew what that was. Or actually, one other person knew. But yeah, that meant that I had to be the one to explain what Wiki feet was, without making myself sound like I partook in Wiki feet. Which is darn near impossible.
It'd be great if this thing told us how to put the fires out.
Did you like run right past us?
Here.
We're gonna get a hit in.
Rare treasure.
Yeah, like, it's, yeah. Beret is his French alter ego. I think that, like, it finished it. It's, oh wait, no, it's never mind. I accidentally clicked it and closed it.
It nudged it, but it's got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I was trying to do this heart quest. That'll bump it up some.
The hard quest seemed to, like, barely do it.
But yeah, the fires, you have to go get the cum bucket. There's usually, like, a bunch of fires here. And there's
a bucket of cum.
This way.
Yay.
I think I already put all the fires out on mine. And you're not here.
What does it say is done?
I'm almost done with this heart quest from before. So I'm just gonna goon a little bit with my little bucket.
All right, but where did you get the bucket?
Right here. Right here.
Ta-da! 3 buckets, fresh and warm. We're not even. Oh.
In the same area.
Well, no, we are. Yeah, see?
Now I see you.
Now you got a bucket of. I love that, like,
Your character picked up the bucket, was holding it in its hand, but then you put your gun away. So, but the water stayed in the bucket. I bet if you, you'd be able to see it if you, like, came back over here, put the bucket down, did an attack, and then, grabbed the water bucket. You'd see that, like, your character picks up the water bucket, puts the pistol away, and then gets into the bucket position.
Oh.
At least that's, so it, like, you really, in a realistic world, you would have dunked water down your back. You would have gooned, like,
all over your back end. Ugh. That's certainly a phrase that I let fall out of my
And there it is. Psychic damage.
Yep. Took me long enough, huh? I don't have any need for this, so it's just, you know. Oh man. I rent like events, woo.
Oh, okay. So that's where you get the flowers.
Right. There's an event this way, so I'm gonna go over there.
Nice to see you.
Crap. Am I supposed to be... What am I supposed to be doing? The white mantle like drained the lake. That really is a heinous thing to do.
Drain the lake?
Yeah. I think about that. I think about Half-Life. You know when I'm thinking about that? You know, Half-Life 2?
Oh, there's an old game I used to play called Jade Empire where that actually happened to one of the towns. It's one of the main plot points for the first area. Actually, I guess it's the second area. But still.
You think you'll stream Jade Empire?
I might. I've thought about it.
You need a capture card? We'll talk tech later. So you could probably borrow my Elgato if you needed to.
Or like the retro thing. I haven't.
Well, I would rather run it from the PC so I can do it in 1080p. Oh look, it's the chum bucket.
That's where you put the rotten fish. Oh, cool fire.
But you can also take the rotten fish out of it, apparently.
Right.
That event is done. There's like a monster hunt thing over here, unless it just disappeared.
I think it disappeared.
It just disappeared. Of course. Super secret cave is this?
Is that the one inside the like weirdly fortified house? Oh, Litza's got an event. Tim's got an event.
Nice. Oh, that would make sense.
I think we're getting close to half. Or at least I'm close to half on the Sarah.
How does yours have? Yours has way more of a bar on it than mine does.
Well, Lita and I did fight the catapult war.
That's probably why.
I think I'm a little over half. How much do you have, Beartron?
I'm at about a third.
Really? Huh. You need more death in your heart. There's a forgotten chest.
Water's looking gnarly.
Gnarly. There is a forgotten chest in here. In the boat.
Oh.
Oh, I found one of Sin's goods. It's a goat. It's a goat.
It's a goat.
Yeah. He likes them. He likes goats. They make him feel things.
Jeez.
There's just nothing else like a goat's warmth to gird the loins.
It'll also get this heart quest done, and that should be a good bump to this.
Okay. Let's follow Lita. Let's follow Cindy. I got to see them literally draw an arrow on the map. How do you draw on the map like that? Well, I mean, I still have... How do you draw... So the Harathi, not only are they angry now, but they're also infested with rage rocks.
Heck?
Yeah, why does... So many fantasy games seem to have, like, red Breaking Bad candy as, like, the primary, like, it's evil magic that we find into Earth that makes you really aggressive, and it's like magic cocaine. 'Cause, like, Dragon Age has red lyrium. And this one has
Now, regular lyrium also messes with them too, though.
Yeah, but it's not like red lyrium is like the extra bad. Actually, why don't we fight the Earth Elemental over that way? There looks to be an elemental boss this way. Are we not fighting the Earth Elemental?
Did you go south or north?
I hadn't fully left yet.
Okay, you're over here.
Yeah, I think he said we aren't getting up that gauntlet. And I think that was referring to this. But it looks like nobody else
If
is
it's the
doing
thing
that.
in the valley, yeah, we're
Yeah.
not getting through that.
No, yeah, no, that's a mess. What if we were like really fast with a Springer? No, never mind it.
I'm gonna die probably, but you know, I'm gonna try.
Are you gonna Leroy it?
Yep.
Weakness makes me sick. Weakness makes me sick.
Failed.
Oh. Yeah, no.
I'm near death.
I mean, you got pretty far in there.
Yeah, bad. But yeah. I gotta find a waypoint and then I will TP to friend. I thought that maybe I could get in there, but I ended up having to like jump and then also and then after that, like, oh, right, Beartron, come on, teleport. You gotta do it now. I'm not in a position where I'm not gonna get hit.
Still recharging. How long do I have on this?
Oh shit. Switch. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fucked up. Wrong side of the wall, wrong side of the wall, wrong side of the motherfucking wall. Crap, 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 crap. Well, I'm in it now. Maybe not.
But you will not survive this one.
Maybe. Probably.
How far along are we on this time?
Okay, so
1 minute. Yeah, T-minus 1 minute, and then I can jump in.
do you have any like extras of like regular waypoint stuff?
I do not. Not in my... Actually, no, I don't, period. I got rid of it all.
I was like, we are good, you say, like, as you are dying. Actively dying. You're jade botting.
Pain everywhere.
wonder if this... how often this event happens. Sorry for running it without you. I fell on the other side of the wall, and then when I finally got my springer, I overshot it. So that, like, I landed in the fray and had to just start.
Look at this. So pretty.
I didn't realize it was almost dead, or I just wouldn't have teleported.
Oh.
This was awesome. Didn't get the collectible. Thank you, Annette. I don't think I...
Attack my target!
Well, it looks like champions kind of respawn. It's not letting me open the ancient chest. I can't open it. I can't open Granny's bra.
I am the mighty. Attack my target.
Bounced across the room.
At least there's so many champions over here. I'm not sure how much they're really shaving off anything, but you know. Used to be a great farm. Like enemies and stuff.
Did they nerf it?
Attack my target.
Did they nerf it, or did it just get too difficult for what you get?
How'd they nerf it?
Oh, the loot isn't as good now.
Oh,
Okay. That explains why, like, there's so many enemies here, but yet nobody is out here. Making this place, like, bit of an issue. It's weird saying something was back in the day. It was probably like maybe 3 years ago, right? That was about when this came out. Isn't it? 4 years? Yeah, that's not... I guess that is kind of long ago. Why, you know what? Why is it that grilled cheese is like my after stream food of choice seems to be grilled cheese? Because once again, I am craving a grilled cheese sandwich, which I'll probably make before I go to bed.
Sharper still.
Dang it. Whoops. Whoops. See all the champions? I see all the champions. No, because we are the champions. Yeah, we are. Yeah, I see them. I wonder whether we'll have our Mars done by the time we get down. So, I'm fighting an elite over
Seems
here.
like it.
Like, my bar, I think, is like 85% done. What about yours, Beartron?
It's about 75. Definitely getting there. Oh, more elites. You don't see those very often.
Yeah, they're normally for these dungeons. Or fractals.
Help me out.
That feels better.
Oh, I just finished the thing.
Nice.
I have confidence that yours will be done soon. But the amount it does really too dang high.
Attack my target!
Sharper still.
Protected.
Now, if this heart quest would finish, I'll probably be done.
It's good. I think that's when mine finished as well.
Nope. But that did do a lot for it.
So, do you think that the centaurs, do you think they sleep standing up? Like, cause like,
I don't know.
Protected.
cause you'd think,
Attack my target!
I feel like they'd have to sleep on the ground. Whoops. Test on you. Your character's flat. Asuras are Patanko. Apologies, I was like... My character's shapely enough!
Don't be ashamed of being in the itty bitty titty committee. What? Woo! All right. Your thing's done? Right. That lines up right where we're like can talk to Logan right before we're done.
Not a literal stick. I'm a shapely tree.
Oh no. Why did I do this? This is bad.
Let's see if I can kind of get out of here and not die. Still a stick. Well, I mean, I'm still a stick, but there's a lot of fun. One of the, like, dildos are sticks. Why was that like my brain was like, oh yeah? Well, dildos are sticks and they have curves. Got a little hat and everything. Don't make fun of my hat. Salad. All right. So, I think today, let's talk to Logan and then end the stream for the day. I think this person's a ranger. Yep. Please put your feet down and talk to Logan. So, do you think if you end up getting the bear thing, the bear roller beetle, do you think you'll make it a completely white bear? So that it'll look like the Coca-Cola bear? Or you could make it like red and white. Hey, Logan. We must speak in his language. Yeah. With pleasure. You'll All right. Four. Like sometimes living world things, like they don't let you know how many chapters it actually has until you've already done a certain amount of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if season 3 has more than more than just 6, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think the writing is a little bit better. I kind of wonder around Path of Fire whether they started making changing how the story was written because they realized that oh hey, our user base is aging. Let's kind of put a little bit more stakes and seriousness in it. Sort of thing. You know, cuz Path of Fire and feels very different than the personal story does. Like personal story, in my opinion, the writing is to be desired at times. Like the death of that one, I'm really bad with names, but you know, there was that prim and proper Asura that was in love with the zany one that just gets shanked by an arrow out of time, just just out of nowhere, almost off beat. Where it's just is like a cherry tap, just out of nowhere. Just
Also, at some point, I don't know when, but at some point, the best part of the personal story was Tybalt. Yeah, that's why I think that, like, I'm pretty sure Guild Wars 2 has essentially treated the Order of Whispers being, like, the canon, like, the unofficial canon, personal story, thing. Because Tybalt was so well liked that, like, yeah. Every time I play, I always play Order of Whispers. I think it's, like, that perfect balance between, like, being able to be violent if you want, while also still being involved in the story. Although I've never played, I've actually never played Priory before, because I hate I don't like when Guild Wars 2 does too many gimmicks. And the Priory, like, they do a lot of gimmick stuff where it's just like handing you a new item with like a bunch of, like, where you have to learn a bunch of new hotkeys, and a lot of times the movement is clunky and the attacks are clunky and it just doesn't quite work right. And that was my impression. So, like, I don't even want to dip my toe in there and find myself having to do several levels worth of that. But Tybalt was an amazing character. Like, Tybalt was wonderful, though.
Tybalt, hands down, was the most lovable.
It's really a shame, like, that, like, because, like, he died. Like, I know what I kind of feel that, like, maybe, like, the whole thing about Claw Island is that Guild Wars 2, like, I think with the personal story, I hypothesized that the company was still, like, kind of learning what their limits were in, like, UI and, like, effects and, like, character movement. Because, like, all the way up even through, like, Scarlet's whole thing, the characters emote like Sims. So it's clear that they were having, at that time, to work with, like, set animations that they weren't really diverging from. So there was that limitation. And then there's the limitation about how characters move, the when and where and the how, and then also effects and enemies and things like that. So the pacing is strange. And I think that that was them kind of working with that, and also kind of the expectation of how MMOs functioned at that time, sort of thing. Can you kind of see that? Because, like, it's like how in Kingdom Hearts, where like they don't want to animate a bunch of people, so they'll have the main characters acting like it's like a room full of people, and it's just them. The room is empty. Right? Like Cinderella's ball, where there's like the entire ballroom is entirely empty except for like Cinderella, the prince, and like Goofy and Sora and Donald. Like, it's just empty. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like Tybalt's death does not feel... It didn't feel like something that needed to happen. Because I think, like, he totally could have made it through the door. And if you're looking at everything that's said by the characters and everything that happens, if you're looking at that on piece of paper, it actually makes perfect sense. It's just the way it was executed is off. The size of the door is off. The way the characters are being, like, because there's somebody in your arms, right? During that scene, there's like someone, you're like carrying someone that's mummified, like someone got lost in the sauce in the toilet paper aisle. Like they use the same model that you later use in ore to like carry a mummified corpse. Anyway, so like Claw Island, just in a gameplay and story segregation way, I guess, like the door is not large enough. The enemies are not a multitude enough, and the distance between the beach or whatever, like, is not enough. Because the only, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But Guild Wars 2 does the best it can. They sure do fix that problem in the later expansion. Yeah, I think Path of Fire really has that sort of vibe to it. Icebrood Saga is great for that. I'm looking forward to it. I am. I've done like the first couple quests. Not to be in a spoiler. I'm trying to say it in a non-spoilery way. My character is still on like the celebration. There's like a big celebration. I'm still doing the events for that. Yeah, I am really enjoying it, and I think that I cannot wait to hear Beartron's response. So. Anyway.
It'll be a party.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, me too, yeah! But yeah, I have to get my AC fixed tomorrow. So, my father wants me to go to a very specific place that he trusts, but the way they do it is you have to like show up at like 7:30 in the morning, and that puts you in the queue, and then they basically work on the cars as they arrive. So I'm going to do that and then walk over and get breakfast. Either that or I'll do some writing in the waiting room.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it goes pretty quick. I mean, if you get there early, you should be pretty early in the queue.
Well, the thing is they put you in the queue along with everybody else who already has an appointment. So they'll get it when they get it. Yes, night guys, it's fun as usual. Yeah.
We do make a good team, don't we?
So, I will talk
Are
to
you
guys.
sufficiently traumatized for the night?
Yeah. Or do I have to like come up with something on the spot? Butthole. M-I, butthole, crooked letter, I, butthole, I. That's how you spell Mississippi, isn't it? Alright,
Something like that.
or is that the crooked? Because, yeah, they're just perfectly normal.
All right, I'm gonna see who's around to raid into.
Okay. I'm gonna end my stream.
And then, if you do something next Thursday, I won't be here because I will be on vacation.
Ooh. I was getting ready to ask you, hey, where are you going? But like, no. I will ask you later when you're not live, so I'm not like doxing where your vacay is.
To an undisclosed location.
So I'm thinking that either like Friday or Saturday, I'm going to do a marathon stream of Kathy Rain. In preparation for the fact that Kathy Rain 2 is coming out this Tuesday. And I want to play Kathy Rain 2 like
day of. I'm gonna play it day of. Kathy Rain is one of my favorite video games of all time. It is about a young woman reconnecting with her grandmother, reconnecting with her old childhood hometown that she hasn't been to ever since she was a child due to her mother's neuroses. And she's coming to this town because of the funeral of her grandfather. Her grandfather has been in a vegetative state for the past like 20 years. And she finds his old records and notes and finds that he saw something. Saw something out in the woods the night that he was later found lying on the ground in a vegetative state. And she's going to find out what that is, especially in light of other people who have died for the same reason out in those woods. And I hope that you'll watch and enjoy. So yeah, I will post later what my schedule's going to be, but I think I'm going to try to just like either like Friday or Saturday, just start streaming maybe early in the morning and then just go through the day. Stream it all day. All day.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. The game, I don't think this is accurate, but like when I sometimes to like plan things, like when I clicked on howtobeat.com, it says like the game is like 6 hours long, and I was like, I don't think it's 6 hours long. I think like when I played it, it's more like 9, because I'm not skipping around. So like, yeah, it should be like a day.
Yeah, I would argue that How to Beat it's relatively accurate, but it always takes me at least a couple hours longer than whatever they say it's gonna be.
And then especially because like when you're streaming, you're kind of talking and like absorbing and stuff like that. So
It's an adventure.
hey. Yeah. Okay. So I will see you guys later this week. All right. I'm gonna bye.
Alright, and I'm gonna raid and send us over somewhere. Until next time, folks.